All right, this is my review for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. All right, this movie was very good. What I will say is this movie does leave a lot to be desired. This movie's not bad by any means, but I feel like, you know what it is? I would just watch part 1 and 2 very recently, and they were both very amazing. This movie was very good too, but it just leaves so much to be desired. Like you get the four horsemen, you get the characters you love, but you also get some new characters. And I think that the new characters were good, but because you have new characters, that means you have to take some time away from the characters we know and love. And I'm not gonna say they're not in the movie. They're in this movie heavily, but it's like I wanted more of them, you know? And when you get these new characters, it's like even though they're good, and the new characters are actually pretty cool to watch and see them learn their skills and just kind of like, you know, try to show the new guy, show the original magicians, like, you know, just kind of try to how they all try to become a team at some point, which is interesting. But I love that we love the core team. We love Jesse Eisenberg. We love all of them. We love the four horsemen, and the girl from part 2, Lula. She's great too. She was great in part 2, and there's a lot. It was a very good movie, but I just wanted more. I wanted more of. I don't know what I wanted. I just wanted more. And here's the thing. Maybe that means it's very good. Like I enjoyed myself the whole movie. My whole theater was laughing. They were enjoying it. And one thing that I will say that I love about this movie is they make you feel like you're in the movie. They make you feel like they make you feel like these magicians are really like popular around the globe. Like they do such a good job with that. Like they make it really known, like these magicians are known everywhere and like they're a big deal. And like when you're watching a movie, like they're talking about, oh, it's been 10 years since we've seen you guys and different things like that. And you feel like you're them because like, yeah, we haven't seen them in a long time. And I can't even believe if part 2, I think, came out 10 years ago. Like that's crazy. But it's like, I'm glad they made another one, and it just is back with the same magic and the same fervor. I love it. So I think that hopefully they make more, and they'll do like 3 more, hopefully. Maybe 4 more. I don't know. I like these movies, and I just feel like when it ended, I was not ready for it to be done. I could have watched another hour of it, and I think maybe that's just because the movie was so good, and I just love these characters. But like I said, since they added new characters, obviously they got to take away from certain people at some points. But I think everyone gets a moment to shine, is what I'll say. Everyone does get a moment to shine, and I think that's very good, especially when you keep adding to this ensemble of magical characters and stuff like that. The story was pretty good. But I think that there was something that they did, and I don't, you know, it's not even something that the film does. I think this has to be a choice. There's an accent that Rosamund Pike does, and I know that people around the world have accents, so maybe I'm wrong for this, but it's just like the way the accent that Rosamund Pike did, like I don't know where it's from, but there's an accent she's doing, and I'm not used to Rosamund Pike sounding like that. I'm used to her having like a different voice, so I don't know where she's naturally from or where her native tongue is, but the accent was throwing me off. If you've seen the trailers, when I watched the trailers, I just put my head down, closed my ears. I didn't really know how she was gonna sound. I didn't know what character she played. I didn't know nothing, but the accent she has was throwing me off the whole movie. And some other people have this accent too, so obviously, you know, maybe it's just me, but I just felt like the accent was just like, it would just throw me off. And I don't have problems with accents. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't as good, or I don't know. I just don't. But that accent was throwing me off. Other than that, the movie was great. I'm trying to figure out who steals the show. If there's anyone who steals the show, I think that what really steals the show is the way they reveal the tricks. So in all the series, they do reveal the tricks at some points, and I think that the times when they do reveal the tricks is very good, because obviously with magicians, one of the main things is don't reveal your hand. You know what I mean? A closed palm is more powerful than an open palm, you know? And it's true. But in these movies, when they at least show you how it's done, because we're watching a movie, it kind of adds a different element to it. It adds like an element of, it's not that the wonder's gone. It's just that you can't believe they did it so well. And then you're watching the movie and like, oh wow, like it makes you like, I feel like it makes it more rewarding in the movie. Since you're watching a movie about magic, it makes it more rewarding. If you're watching someone do a magic trick, obviously you don't really want them to tell you. You want to keep that wonder. But in the movie, it's like the wonder's kind of still there, because it's like, it's more of an amazement so that they actually pulled it off in the way that they were practicing it. And most of the time throughout the whole film, the magicians keep telling us like, hey, like, they kind of like, they even tell us like, most of the time they'll tell us, oh look, like, they're basically telling us that they're gonna fool us. And when they do, it's just like, it's crazy. And it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable and it's entertaining. One thing I do want to say as well, there's so many times during this film where they do certain tricks where I'm watching the movie and I'm like, wait, are they really gonna bring magic into this? And it's crazy because some people might not like that if they do that, but if they do 3 or 4 more of these movies, they could probably get to like 9 movies if they do like 2 more, and then at the end of then like maybe the next trilogy, like they bring in real magic, because they probably won't. But I like this, like almost like a kind of become almost like a Fast and Furious franchise with them doing heists and different things, and like I like it. But they don't bring in real magic. They don't do that. But what I'm saying is, it would be cool. I don't know, maybe wouldn't be cool to do that. But the point is, there's a lot of times when you do tricks and you kind of think, oh snap, like, is this real magic I'm seeing? And that's the wonder of it. Because then they tell you how they do it, and you're like, oh, I feel so dumb, like, obviously. But no, you're not gonna know if you're watching someone do a trick, and like, wow, like you're trying to put together the dots. And they keep talking about in the movie, like, these blind spots that people have. And actually, they talk about blind spots in Now You See Me Too. They talk about it in this one too, but in Now You See Me Too, they really talk about it, but because I just finished watching Now You See Me Too. But the point is, blind spots are very important in any of these films, because something could be right in front of you and you don't really notice it because it's just right in front of you in the right spot, you know, and you don't really notice it. And I like that this film really, I like the characters, I like all the characters moving together, and I do like the story. Like I said, I just want more. When it ended, I was like, when I knew it was ending, when I felt like it was the last act, I was like, no. Like, it was like I was watching it, but I was enjoying it, but then I would probably want to see this movie again because I was enjoying it, but a part of me, since I knew it was ending, I was kind of like, damn, like, don't tell me this is the ending. But it was still good. And I like that you did get to see all the horsemen together. It's not like they're all separate the whole movie, but the point is, you do get to see them together. I just wish that they were, I just think if they're gonna do more movies, keep the horsemen together and happy. You know, I don't want to see them infighting. This is what I'll say. I know that families fight, and if they're together for a long time, they're gonna butt heads. But in part 1 and part 2, you know what? Actually, all the films, they do butt heads a little bit, but I feel like in this movie they kind of, because we haven't seen them in a while, so they gotta create some type of something between them to kind of make it feel like they gotta like pull back together. So I understand that, but maybe do it in a different way. I just like seeing them like as a well-oiled machine, and they trust each other, and they're not like, there's no real egos, and they're just, I mean, maybe there's some healthy egos, but just like they're like happy to really be around each other. And I think towards the end of the film, it was like they started feeling like their old team. They started feeling like the team from part 1 and 2, like they really started feeling like it. And I think that if they do 2 more of these movies, I think it's gonna build. I want people to go to see these movies, and I want them to do, like, if they could do 3 more, that's cool. If they do 2 more, that's cool. But it was great. It was great. I'm happy to go to the theaters to see this, and I think I will see it at least 1 more time. But I just enjoyed it. I just enjoyed myself. I just gotta say, I just enjoyed myself, and I don't think the story went in the direction I thought it was gonna go. The only thing that I will say is that sometimes there's actors who play specific characters, and you kind of know just because that actor's in it that they may be a specific character. So I think sometimes they need to misdirect a little bit better, because it may not be the same for you watching this film, but for me, sometimes I see a certain actor or actress, and I see them, and when I see them, I know that they're gonna be a specific character. And I understand that they put people in certain movies to like sell the movie and stuff, but I feel like sometimes just it's better to just have a no name or a good amount of no names and mix them up a little bit or switch the rules so that way we can be a little bit more surprised. But even though I wasn't surprised at every little thing, the tricks always surprised me for sure. But as far as the story, it kind of went in a way where I didn't expect it, but something I kind of had an inkling about, and I wish I didn't, but ultimately I enjoyed myself. And I think they definitely check it out. And it's Dejour, know the name. This has been my review, and take care. Spread love and light, and let's sign off.